In this section, we will learn about basic tools for programming. These tools that you will encounter here exist basically in every programming language. And for good reason, because they are designed to tackle the typical challenges you will always meet, no matter whether you are programming an agent-based model, whether you do some data analysis or so on, or you're writing a new app for the iPhone. You will use these concepts over and over again, and they will certainly provide you with a more solid foundation for the more complex tasks ahead. So it's very important to get a good grip on them. The tools we will learn about are first functions and methods. They are useful if you want to automate a task, so if you want to do the same procedure over and over again. Next, we move to if-else statements. They are always useful when you want the computer to execute different things based on some conditional. So for example, if you want to tell the computer that if a certain variable has a negative value, you want to continue with the square of this value. But if the value is positive, you want to continue with the value itself, then you can do that by writing an if-else statement. Next we will learn about assertions. Assertions help you actually to avoid mistakes. They basically make use of certain if-else statements, and they tell the computer to stop and tell you about it if a certain condition is not met. So for example, you might have written a function that can take any input, but you only want the function to continue actually if the input is a number. With assertion, you can test that and make Python to throw up an error in case the argument is not of the correct type. Then next we will learn about loops. Loops are very useful whenever you want to iterate a computation over a certain set of inputs or about a vast number of objects, or you want to repeat something until a certain condition is met. Then the next thing we will learn about are modules. Modules are basically a collection of code that some very friendly person has written and has made available for you. That actually is extremely useful because it allows you to basically build on the knowledge of other people and use the functions they've written to tackle certain tasks very efficiently. And finally, we will have a look at the common error messages in Python. Although they are annoying in the first place, they actually tell you very precisely about what went wrong in your code, or at least more or less. And if you understand the error messages correctly, that helps you really to speed up your production process. So let's get started.